Hi, I'm Josh Giddy of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and this is my time capsule.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we've got a truly bizarre turn of events to discuss, the Josh Giddy situation. If you're a basketball fan or just curious about the latest in sports, you won't want to miss this. For those who might not be familiar, Josh Giddy is a rising star in the NBA, making waves with his exceptional skills and promising future. NBA player Josh Giddy is currently under investigation amid allegations of having a relationship with a minor. The claims surfaced on social media, stating that the girl seen in videos and photos with Giddy was a high school junior at the time. When questioned about the allegations last Friday, Giddy opted not to comment, and his coach also refrained from making any statements. The Josh Giddy situation has just taken an unexpected twist, making an already wild story even crazier. If you're not familiar with the Josh Giddy tale, allow me to have the wonderfully unbiased Malika Andrews fill you in on the details. In a since-deleted post, an anonymous social media user stated that the girl seen with Josh Giddy in videos and photos, some of which had sexual captions, was a junior in high school. Giddy had inappropriate contact with an underage girl. Giddy, who was 21 at the time, declined to comment. Giddy hasn't missed a game this season despite the grave accusations, and Thunder coach Mark Daigle said that he would stick in the starting lineup, stating that it's the best option the team has made based on the facts available at this time. At this point, it's clear that the league is involved, and the initiative is with them. A league representative informed me this morning that the NBA is currently gathering information on the subject and that we will keep updating this video. The first oddity in this scenario is that Josh Giddy was born in Melbourne, Australia, where permission is legally required at age 16. He plays for the OKC Thunder now, where consent is 16 years old. I must admit that when I was younger, I always believed that consent was only given at 18 years old. Hearing this, though, seems a little strange to me. Evidence of his involvement with this woman is damning. Then, there are two images that, in my opinion, are extremely eerie. One shows him embracing her from behind, and another shows her posting a photograph with Josh Giddy behind her with the caption, "I just F Josh Giddy," which is still an absurd photo. Josh Giddy ended up getting himself into some difficulty as a consequence. In the NBA, this became a widely shared story. Malika Andrews remained silent about the tale, as did Stephen A. Smith. It makes sense that Smith remained silent about the story, stating that even if he is 21 years old, we have no idea how old she is. We lack information regarding her age, and our knowledge is limited to the ongoing investigation. It is crucial to note that we possess no further details. The reason for Stephen A.'s silence is likely to avoid potential legal consequences, as one cannot recklessly discuss a matter as serious as this. It is imperative to exercise caution and refrain from making unfounded statements. Hence, we emphasize that this report is purely speculative, and all mentioned allegations lack concrete evidence. It is essential to approach the situation with the understanding that there is currently no substantiated proof of the accusations against Josh Giddy. So after this info dropped, Andrew Bogut, the Aussie hoops legend, weighed in. He's like the greatest Oz basketball player ever, right? Anyway, he spilled some tea. Seems like the girl involved might have fibbed about her age, saying she was older than she really was. Josh Giddy's team seems chill about it, and the NBA's giving him the green light to play, which is kind of interesting. Usually when these things pop up, the NBA hits pause, you know? But they're letting Giddy hoop it up. Bogut hinted that the league was cool with it because they'd got the deets, and maybe the girl wasn't as innocent as she claimed. We'll see how this plays out, though. Gotta stay tuned for more twists in this story. There are several stories that may be true. One claims that Josh Giddy knew the young woman's age and didn't care because he was born in Melbourne, Australia, where the legal age of consent is 16. Josh Giddy also claims that all of these videos are from last year when he allegedly talked about the young woman's age. Josh Giddy then reportedly told the Thunder that he hadn't been near her since, which is why Oklahoma City hadn't really punished him yet. No real punishment for Giddy so far. When Mark Daigle got asked about him playing in the last game, he played it super vague like, not gonna comment on Josh off the court. And when pushed for more, he dodged it, probably to keep things under wraps. Now, about Giddey playing, he's still hitting the court. But here's the kicker. In the last game, he got booed hard. Crazy, right? Dude's been a top shot blocker in the NBA for like the past 5 years, and now he's catching heat. Now here's where it gets messy. There's a hint of evidence suggesting something fishy. I'm not saying it's gospel truth. I'm just throwing it out there. This whole thing is super speculative. There are no concrete reports yet, so maybe Giddey knew the girl's age, maybe he didn't. We're all just piecing the puzzles together, you know? It's a wild ride. Until we get some solid facts, it's all up in the air. Stay tuned for more twists in this roller coaster. Having said that, there is proof of Josh getting excited in the club with what seems to be that lady in a place where it is obviously intended to be, at least for people who are 18 and older, which may help to explain why Adam Silver hasn't come up and stated this. Naturally, I am repulsed by these facts, but in keeping with the league's principles, we will permit Josh to continue hoops. After all, Karl Malone made a woman pregnant at the age of 14 and went on to become one of the best players our league has ever seen. In a twist that could potentially bolster Josh Giddy's case, there is noteworthy information that has come to light, marking a peculiar turn of events. Drawing on my extensive experience covering diverse stories throughout my career, this development stands out as highly unusual. Speculation has arisen surrounding Josh Giddy's alleged involvement with a woman, even though the individual in question is a high school student located in California. The Newport Beach Police Department, situated in the Irvine-Orange County region of California, has taken the matter seriously and initiated an official investigation. This is a unique and unprecedented situation in Giddy's career, adding an unexpected layer of complexity to the ongoing narrative. Tim McMahon shared a statement from the Newport Beach Police Department addressing the investigation into allegations of an improper relationship between a Thunder guard, Josh Giddy, and a minor girl. The unfolding events will undoubtedly be closely monitored as the investigation progresses, shaping the trajectory of this unconventional and highly scrutinized scenario. In light of the unfolding situation where speculation surrounds Thunder guard Josh Giddy and his purported involvement with a minor girl, the Newport Beach Police Department has taken proactive measures by issuing an official statement. Acknowledging the information circulating online, the police department is actively seeking additional details concerning the alleged relationship. This emphasis on actively seeking information underscores the gravity of the matter, suggesting a commitment to thoroughness and diligence in their investigative efforts. The statement asserts the Newport Beach Police Department's dedication to pursuing all leads and evidence to establish the facts of the case. Their primary objective is to conduct a fair and comprehensive investigation while maintaining the privacy and dignity of all individuals involved. This approach reflects a commitment to procedural integrity and sensitivity in handling the case. As Newport Beach Police Department navigates this complex situation, the public is keenly awaiting updates on the progress of the investigation. The pursuit of additional information signals a meticulous inquiry aimed at uncovering the truth and ensuring a just resolution, underscoring the significance of a thorough and unbiased investigative process. The ongoing investigation into the allegations involving Josh Giddy and a minor has taken an unexpected turn, with the Newport Beach Police Department, NBPD detectives actively conducting a thorough inquiry. Notably, anyone possessing additional information pertinent to the case is urged to come forward and contact Detective C. Carter, underlining the police department's commitment to gathering comprehensive details. The significance of this investigation lies in a peculiar development. The minor initially engaged with posts about the Josh Giddy news on Thanksgiving by liking them. However, the situation has taken an intriguing twist as the young girl and her family are now reportedly refusing to cooperate with law enforcement amid the ongoing inquiry. This uncommon shift in behavior raises eyebrows, presenting an unprecedented challenge for investigators. As reported by TMZ Sports, the inquiry into whether the Oklahoma City Thunder guard had an inappropriate relationship with the minor has encountered a roadblock due to the lack of cooperation from the alleged teen and her family. This reluctance to engage with officials adds a layer of complexity to the investigation, leaving key questions unanswered and intensifying the scrutiny surrounding this already highly unusual case. Law enforcement sources have revealed that their efforts to speak with the purported female at the center of the controversy, and those in her close circle, aimed at gathering more information regarding the social media claims, have hit a roadblock despite the desire of the police to delve into the details surrounding the allegations that gained traction over the weekend. A notable silence persists, with no one currently willing to provide information. In this case, the minor is identified as the alleged victim, a designation that prompts reflection on the initial perceptions when the report surfaced. The immediate concerns centered around the appropriateness of Josh Giddy's involvement with someone clearly below the legal age. However, the evolving narrative adds a layer of complexity to the story. The notable absence of communication from the alleged victim raises questions about the nature of her involvement in the situation. If she were indeed a victim, the expectation would typically be for her to share details about the incident. The shifting dynamics of this narrative contribute to the intriguing nature of the unfolding story. The unfolding situation takes a crucial turn, as the report underscores a significant challenge posed by the lack of cooperation in the ongoing investigation. This non-cooperation adds complexity for officials attempting to ascertain whether any laws were violated in the allegations against Josh Giddy. The accused NBA player is facing claims of an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl from California, supported by purported photos and videos depicting their association. The NBA has initiated its own inquiry into the matter, but despite the bombshell allegations, Giddey has continued to play for the Thunder. The 21-year-old athlete addressed the claims during a practice session on Friday, expressing a limited response to the questions posed. His succinct reaction indicated an awareness of the gravity of the situation, acknowledging the curiosity surrounding the allegations while deflecting specific details. As the investigation unfolds, the lack of concrete information from the alleged victim and her associates poses a significant hurdle. This development, coupled with Giddey's continued participation in games amid the allegations, underscores the complexity and sensitivity of the situation. The evolving narrative prompts reflection on the challenges faced by officials in reaching a conclusive determination about the veracity of the claims and any potential legal implications. It has been difficult to create content for these extremely sensitive videos because, once again, there is a lot of unofficial information that we must sort through. I'm sure you're experiencing the same emotions as I am as you watch this video, and there have been times when I have jumped the gun to a conclusion. It's not as though official reports are being released by Adrian Wowski or Shamtano. There are plenty of hilarious videos of Josh Giddy making TikToks and them appearing horrifically old to comb through. But Sham's statement that the NBA is looking into this is the only official story we are aware of. He should be penalized for doing anything like this if he is with someone who is not of legal age, which is obviously awful. However, what if he was the victim? That is a possibility as well. The Josh Giddy situation has undoubtedly taken a bizarre turn, leaving fans and analysts alike intrigued and eager for more developments. As the story unfolds, it adds a layer of complexity to the narrative surrounding this talented athlete. The twists and turns in Giddey's journey make it a compelling storyline to follow, and the basketball community is left eagerly anticipating what comes next. What are your thoughts on the recent events surrounding Josh Giddy? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this update insightful, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth coverage of sports stories and breaking news. Your support is greatly appreciated, and it keeps us motivated to bring you the latest updates and analysis. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to engaging with you in the comments section. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected.